Good evening. My name is Casey, and this is Real Life, Real Joy. Thanks for stopping by my channel. I am an apostolic homeschool mother of 6, and today I wanted to give you an update on how middle school is going. My oldest son is Caleb. He is just about 12, and he is in 7th grade this year. So I wanted to give you an update on how middle school is going. And the short answer is it is going amazingly well. I was pretty nervous about how the school year was going to go. Once we started, it was a big jump up in workload for my 7th grader, especially in math and science. And I have to say I am so proud of him. He really stepped up his game, and he's been doing awesome. So I kind of have all of his books and work kind of laid out, and I just wanted to give you an update without embarrassing him too much. He's not here right now. He's actually after 10 o'clock, so all the kids are in bed. Even my husband is, and I'm staying up late. So first of all, I was going to give you a rundown of his weekly assignment notebook. So this is what was in his notebook on the September 28th. So I have brush your teeth, do your chore, Bible reading, prayer, write or copy Acts 2 verse 5 in cursive, your math facts, mental math for lesson 20, his actual math lesson for lesson 20, science, and finish typing your paper and print it out, and also vocabulary 3C. So every day, every night, I write a notebook for them. And then in the morning, this is usually ready to go, not always. So when they start school in the morning, when I'm dealing with all the little kids, this is what they start. They start with this right away. And so first up, let's start with Bible. So we've been going through this A Young Person's Guide to Knowing God. I wasn't sure how I would feel about this, but I really do like it. It's short little lessons, but they're pretty intense. So that's been good. And if you remember, I showed you guys their prayer journals. So this is everything that Caleb has written. He is actually a speed reader, or not written. This is the Bible that he's read. So he's read actually quite a lot. He's read more than I have since we started keeping track. Like I said, he is a speed reader, much faster than I am. All right, so next subject is this worldly wise. I'm using this for vocabulary and also for spelling. And it seems to be going pretty well. Caleb does not really like it very much, but he's doing fine. And we're using these spelling words, and I'm also keeping a running tally of all of his spelling words that he misses in his other writing. And so he has quite a list of spelling words to practice. All right, so his favorite subject is history. And I just pulled out one of the maps that he has done. So history is going awesome. Again, we are using My Father's World, 1850 to modern times. And we really love it. We just finished our first history read aloud, which was Courage to Run, which we absolutely love that one. All right. Now we're using IEW for writing, which is going really good. We're using the Chronicles of Narnia one. So this is his first typed paper. They've written a few papers already handwritten, but this was the first one I had them type about Queen Jadis. So writing is going fantastic. Then let's see. So next up, science. We're doing Apologia General Science for 7th grade. Well, this can be used with other grades, but we are in Caleb is in 7th grade. He does this pretty much completely independently. We are using the list in the beginning. So this is the grid that they give you in the beginning. We are not using the plans from My Father's World because this is shorter daily work, but then you do it for almost pretty much every single day. He does science versus My Father's World plan was only doing it 3, maybe 4 times a week, and but then doing more. So it's working out better to do it this way. So I did get the notebook here. He does his chapter reading He does his notebook pages that are in here. He does the lab reports. So the lab reports are even going pretty well. This is kind of what a lab report looks like. So he has been doing those. He enjoys doing them all by himself. I haven't even helped him, I don't think. I think I've answered a question or two, but he has been doing the labs all independently. I did have to help with the very first lab report, just so that he would understand how to do a lab report. And then at the end of each module, there's a study guide. So he does that on his own, and then I go over it with him, and we correct whatever is wrong, so that he will have the right answers when he goes ahead and studies for his test. So far he has completed Module 1 and Module 2, and he's averaging a solid B. So I am very happy with that. The first test was a little harder, and I was like, oh, he didn't do super great. He did okay, but not like super great. So online someone suggested that after they do the test, if they want to correct it and earn a half a point for every corrected answer that they get right. So we are going to go ahead and do that. I like that because it gives him incentive to find the correct answer. So that is what we have been doing and what we will do for surely, at least for this 7th grade year. Probably 8th grade too. We'll reevaluate in high school. So he has a solid B average for this Apologia General Science, which I am thrilled with because I feel like it's kind of hard. So he's doing awesome. And then for math, we are doing Saxon 8-7 with pre-algebra. He is blowing me away with this program. I saw this fat book, plus I have a test book and a solutions manual, and we also have the Dive CD, and I was a little bit scared of it. I was scared of how Caleb would respond to it because it was more work than Singapore, which we came from. But he's doing awesome with it. In his notebooks, I put the mental math and the math facts. So usually he does those in the morning, and then he usually saves the math lesson until late morning or sometime in the afternoon. So there's kind of a break in between the mental math and the math facts and the rest of the math lesson. He watches the Dive CD, and then he takes notes while he's watching the Dive CD, and then he goes ahead and does the practice problems that are in this honkin' book. So there's 30 problems every single day, and that was too much. He was doing well, so we actually do only the even problems. If we get to a spot where he gets stuck, then I will have him do the evens, and we can practice more where he gets stuck. But so far, he has completed 2 tests. He just finished lesson 20, so we'll actually have a 3rd test this week. And he has a solid A in this math class. So he says he hates it. If you talk to him, he'll say, oh, I hate math, but he's doing amazing. So, I don't know, I guess you can't really believe everything that your 12-year-old says. Okay, the last subject is this. And this one, both Caleb and I dread. It's basics for communicating effectively, applications of grammar. This is awful. I hate it. He hates it. We both hate it. But I don't really know what else to do. So if you have an awesome grammar program that is preferably independent, super easy to understand, and doesn't cost a whole lot, if there is such a thing, let me know in the comments, because we don't like this book. We're just going to push through it for right now because, well, I paid for it, it's all I have, and I don't know what else to do. But that is everything here that I pulled out to share with you about how 7th grade is going. It is not as intimidating as I worked myself up into thinking that it would be, and I'm excited for what the rest of the year holds. We do have 2 Progeny Press literature guides to do this year. I have no idea when we're going to do those, but I figured I'd give them a few more weeks. We are 4.5 weeks through our My Father's World curriculum, and it is going super well. I don't really have anything else to say about 7th grade. I am so pleased and so proud of Caleb. If you like this video, go ahead and like it and leave me a comment. I would love to have any questions. I would love to answer any questions that you may have about homeschooling, or questions about 7th grade or middle school, or anything you got. Leave them in the comments. If I get several questions, I'll do a whole video, and if I just get one or two, I'll just probably answer them. Please subscribe and have a wonderful day.